What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? This is your favorite British Locs YouTuber, Wini in the building. I hope you're all doing amazingly well, just like I am. Firstly, I just want to say thank you very much to those of you that watched my last video. Thank you for the tips, words of encouragement. And in regards to my locks, I have just decided to just leave them as they are and to not worry about things too much. Maybe I was a little bit dramatic in my last video, but everything's good. Now in today's video, let me just take a sip out of my drink. I need some energy. It's liquid chlorophyll, by the way. If you haven't watched my video on the liquid chlorophyll, I'm gonna pop the link somewhere around here. But today's video is hopefully gonna be a very simple one. It's literally how to wear your locks at night, basically to bed, is more or less what I'm trying to say. How to wear your locks correctly to bed. Now, I will start off by saying that different strokes for different folks. This is just something that I do, and I have read and also heard from other people that this is also a good practice for those of us with locks and whatnot. Now, obviously, should I show you first? Should I talk about it? I'm gonna show y'all. Now basically, for my demonstration of how I wear my locks to bed, you are going to need one band. Doesn't have to necessarily be black, but so long as it can hold your locks up, that's cool. And what I use, I call this a lock sock. You could call it a lock stock, lock bonnet, whatever it is. Or if you have like a hair bonnet, it should be, in terms of material, it should be silk, satiny. I would preferably go for just so that it kind of seals in all the moisture and stuff in your locks. And also, you don't want to be using a fabric where basically all the lint and stuff from it is going to get trapped inside your locks. So literally, just before bed, this is what I do. I tend to put my hair up in a bun. For those of you that haven't noticed, I do have exceptionally small hands, so sometimes tying up my locks can be a bit of a workout. So basically, I do this, put my lock in a bun. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be neat or whatever. After all, you are going to bed, so you know, you just want to have it in place. You don't want to make it too tight, because obviously you could damage your locks and it's not good for your edges either. But you just want to have your locks basically feeling secure and in place. As you can see, you know, some of it is coming out, but it's in place. And then with your lock sock, I like to call, by the way, I got this from my local hair shop, I believe. You can do a Amazon search, an eBay search. Maybe you might have a shop that specializes in bits and bobs like this, but yeah, I got it from my local hair shop. In the past, I have got this from Amazon before, but I did find that it's much cheaper to just pop into a hair shop and see if they have one available. And then literally what I like to do is, that's it. Just it's massive, as you can see. So just put it on and then just readjust it, and that's that. Now with this, if you're somebody that, like myself, likes to move around and stuff when you're sleeping, it's not gonna come off. And also, not only that, but if you are somebody like myself that moves around in your sleep, you don't have to worry about you rolling around, you know, your pillow and getting dirt and stuff trapped into your locks, or messing up your protective styling and yada yada. Also, obviously, this isn't just restricted to a lock sock. People use different things to cover their locks at night. Maybe some of you use something like this. I use this for the gym when I'm about to work out. Something like this. Maybe you may use like a massive bonnet. Whatever it is that you use to cover your locks at night, just tie your locks up. Or if you don't want to tie your hair up, and maybe your hair may be a little bit short and stuff, and you can just put your bonnet over and just, you know, tuck your hair in, that's perfectly fine, but cover your locks up. For those of you that do not want to cover your locks up, which is also perfectly fine, it would make sense for you to basically sleep with a silk or a satin pillow. Reason being, silk, satin, not gonna get caught up in your locks, not gonna have your locks feeling dry. You know, if you've oiled up your locks or spritzed your locks up, your locks are nice and moisturized. Silk and satin don't remove any of the basic nutrients out of your locks. that's basically that. And you don't have to worry about dust and whatnot. But if you do go to bed and you don't cover your locks, and let's just say you're sleeping, I don't know, on a cotton pillow or on some kind of woolly pillow or whatnot, you're not really doing any justice for your locks, because in fact things are gonna get caught up in your locks worse than somebody that covers their hair at night, number one. And also your locks may become very dry and brittle. But like I say, different strokes for different folks. There probably is gonna be a lock wearer that's watching this video and probably doesn't cover their locks at night and it has zero effect on their locks. That is up to them. But for me, I just find like this is the best practice for my locks personally. I have been wearing my locks this way to bed for as long as I can remember, to be honest, and that was simply because it's just a best form of practice. Some people actually like to, you know, for example, spritz their hair, moisturize their locks, and then tie it up and put, you know, their bonnet or their lock sock or whatever over their lock before they sleep at night, because they find that it's just a great way to seal in moisture. I personally tend to not moisturize my locks just before bed. That's just a personal thing. I would rather just have my locks moisturized during the day, and then just before bed I just tie it up and then fling on my lock sock and keep it moving. There's nothing wrong with doing either of the two personally. And also I just think it's just a great way to not have your locks in your face when you're sleeping. Like, you know, if you're all over the place and stuff, you don't want to be sleeping and then your locks are moving all over the place, collecting dust, you know, getting things caught up in there, it being dry and whatnot. It's just not really a good look. So this is what I personally do, and this is what works for me, and I personally feel that it is the best form of practice. In regards to my lock sock, I wouldn't say that there is a set amount of time to keep it, but I would say that every so couple months I do change it from time to time, and I also feel no way about washing it either. I do find that these do last a very long time, so you know, if you want to buy a new one or how often you want to buy a new one, that's totally up to you. Some people don't like to wash it, so some people will buy it, use it for maybe like a month or maybe two, and then just replace it. Other people like myself will buy it, use it for a couple weeks, wash it, wait for it to dry, and just reuse it. Each to their own. The main thing is that it is very important, I find, for you to just make sure that your locks are protected at night. And if you are somebody that gets your locks styled often as well, by covering your locks at night, you will end up keeping your lock style, your protective styling in for much longer as well. So that's just my overall tip and my thoughts on how to wear your locks at night. Do you guys have any lock videos that you would like for me to cover, or lock topics I should say that you like for me to cover? If you do, please don't hesitate to leave them below. I do actually want to focus on locks a bit more, because I feel like lately I've kind of been drifting away. So you guys just let me know what you would like to see me talk about in regards to locks, or what you would like for me to demonstrate, and if possible I will do so. Thank you very much for watching this video, and until my next one, you be good. See ya.